Home directory. To open Home directory, click on the Ubuntu directory icon on the desktop. The Home window appears with different types of system-generated directories. Home directory has various categories like Recent, Start, Desktop, Documents, Downloads, Music, Pictures, Videos, Trash, and other locations. Title bar of Home directory has 3 options: Search, View, and Edit. Search. By clicking this option, a search bar appears. In this bar, type the file name. All those files and folders having searched file name will appear in the file list area. View. By clicking this option, the file and folders appear as name of the file or folder, their size, type, and date of modification. Edit. By clicking on this option, you can learn to edit, select, and hide the files. Status menu. As you know, status menu is present at the right side of the title bar. Let's learn more about the status menu. It has various options like volume, wired connected, settings, lock and power off or log out. Setting date and time. To set date and time, follow these steps. Step 1. Click on down arrow under the status menu. Step 2. Select Settings option from the drop-down menu. Step 3. A Settings dialog box appears. Select Date and Time option from the left pane. Step 4. Click on Date and Time option. A Date and Time dialog box appears. Step 5. Use plus and minus sign to change their values as needed to select correct date and time. Step 6. Click on Close button. File or folder. All the data stored on your computer's hard disk consists of files and folders. Files are used to store data and folders are used to store and organize files and other folders. A file is a document that contains a collection of related information. The file in a computer can be a text, spreadsheet, presentation, picture, music, or even movie. It is represented by an icon. By looking at a file's icon, you can tell at a glance what kind of file it is. Here are some common file icons. A folder is like a file cabinet in which you can keep your files. There are thousands of files in your computer. Instead of storing every file in your computer's hard disk, you can arrange them into folders. Folders are used to store and organize files and other subfolder. A folder within a folder is called a subfolder. Subfolders are basically created by the users. Main folder is also called a parent folder and subfolder as child folder. Managing files or folders. When you install any program, it creates its own folder on your hard disk where it keeps most of its files. This helps your computer system to find the right files to use when running a program. Keeping files organized in folders can also help when you are working with your PC. You can use folders to sort your files into separate categories. Here is a list of some of the common folders in which you can store your file or folder. Documents. This folder is mainly used to store writer files, calc files, impress files, and other business-oriented files. Pictures. This folder is used to store all your digital pictures that can be copied from a camera or downloaded from the internet. Music. This folder is used to store music files, such as songs copied from an audio CD or downloaded from the internet. Videos. This folder is used to store videos taken from a digital camera or downloaded from the internet. Downloads. This folder is used to store the files that are downloaded from the internet. For this, you need to learn to create folders and subfolders, naming them, renaming them when needed, delete when they are not needed, etc. Creating a folder. To create a folder, follow these steps. Step 1. Select the place where you want to create a folder. Step 2. Right-click on the blank area of selected place. Select New Folder option from pop-up menu. Step 3. New Folder dialog box appears. Type a name in folder name box. A new folder is created. Creating a file. To create a file, follow these steps. Step 1. Open LibreOffice Writer app. Click on File menu. Step 2. Select New option from the drop-down menu. Step 3. Click on the type of file you want to create from the list. Selecting File or Folder. While working with file or folder, the very first step is to select the particular file or folder and multiple files or folders you want to work with. Selecting a file or folder. To select a file or folder, follow these steps. Step 1. Open the location where you want to select file or folder. Step 2. Click on the file or folder you want to select. The selected file or folder appears highlighted on your screen. Selecting multiple files or folders. To select multiple files or folders, click on the first file you want to select. Press and hold down Ctrl key and click on each file you want to select. The selected files will get highlighted. Copying a file or folder. When you copy a new file, the file will remain in its original location and will also appear in the new location. To copy a file or folder, follow these steps. Step 1. Open the folder containing the file you want to copy. Step 2. Select a file you want to copy. Press right-click and click on Copy option from the drop-down menu. Step 3. Open the new location where you want to paste your file. Step 4. Right-click on the empty section of the folder and click on Paste option from the drop-down menu. You will see that the file or folder is copied in the destination. Moving a file or folder. When you move a file, the file will disappear from its original location and will appear in the new location. You can move a single file or multiple files. To move a file, follow these steps. Step 1. Open the folder containing the file you want to move. Step 2. Select the file and right-click on it. Click on Move to option from the pop-up menu. Select Move Destination dialog box appears. Step 3. Select the location and click on Select button. The file or folder will be inserted in that location. Renaming a file or folder. Linux gives you an option to give a name to any file or folder according to your own choice. To rename a file or folder, follow these steps. Step 1. Select the file or folder you want to rename and right-click on it. Step 2. A pop-up menu appears. Select Rename option. Step 3. Type New Name in File Name box. Click on Rename button. Deleting a file or folder. When you no longer need a file or folder, you can remove it from your computer's hard disk to save space and keep your computer from getting cluttered with unwanted files. Whenever you delete any file or folder, it goes into the trash. If you want to delete the file or folder permanently, you have to delete it from the trash. But once the file or folder is deleted from the trash, it cannot be restored. To delete a file or folder, follow these steps. Step 1. Select the file or folder you want to delete and right-click on it. Step 2. Select Move to Trash option from the pop-up menu. The file or folder will disappear from the location. Restoring a file or folder. Trash is a very important folder of Ubuntu operating system. It stores unwanted garbage of our system. It helps us to restore our files or folders which are removed accidentally. To restore a file or folder, follow these steps. Step 1. Double-click the trash icon on the desktop. Step 2. The trash window will appear, displaying all the files or folders you have deleted. Select a file or folder you want to restore and right-click on it. Step 3. Click on Restore from Trash option from the drop-down menu. The restored file or folder will disappear from the trash and will reappear in its original folder. To delete a file or folder from trash, select Delete from Trash option from the pop-up menu. The item will be permanently deleted from system.